One who tells of hoardings. Another, I shall not treat you, as the potter treats the raw damp clay. Repeatedly restraining you, I shall speak to you, another, repeatedly admonishing you. I shall speak to you, another. The sound call will stand the test. As one who tells of whorings is the man whom may, seeing how things to shun, seducer, consurer, a man so wise as his one should forget. Frequenting such a man is 'tis better one becomes not worse. It would be only by chance that one obtains a human state. Bhikkhus, suppose that this great earth had become one mass of water, and a man would throw a yoke with a single hole upon it. An easterly wind would drive it up into westward, a westerly wind would drive it into eastward, a northerly wind would drive it into southward, a southward would drive it into northward. There was a blind turtle which would come to the surface once every 100 years. What would you think, Bhikkhus? Would that blind turtle come to the surface once every 100 years, insert its neck into that yoke with a single hole? It would be by chance, venerable sir, that the blind turtle coming to the surface once every 100 years would insert its neck into that yoke with a single hole. So too, Bhikkhus, is the chance that one obtains a human state. Chance that a Tangla and Arahat, a perfectly enlightened one, arises in the world by chance that the Dharma and disciple proclaim by the Tangla star shines in the world. You obtain the human state, Bhikkhus, and Tangla and Arahat, a perfectly enlightened one, has arisen in the world, the Dharma and disciple proclaimed by the Tangla shines in the world. Therefore, Bhikkhus, an exertion should be made to understand this is suffering. An exertion should be made to understand that this is the origin of suffering. This is the cessation of suffering. An exertion should be made to understand that this is the way leading to cessation of suffering. Cognation is the cause of being. I have never said that cognation is the cause of a name and form. Now in that what way is so in order is to be understood. After this manner, we continue to descend into the mother's womb, name and form become constituted therein. I would not, Lord. We are not conjoined, we have been decided into the mother's womb to become extinct. What would name, form come to birth in this state of being? It would not, Lord. When conjunction, the exemption from one yet young, youth or maiden, would name and foretain the growth, development, expansion, it would not, Lord. Wherefore, Nada, just that is the ground, the base of the genesis. This is the cause of name and form, of wit conjunction. I have said that name and form is the cause of conjunction. Now in the way is so in order to be understood after this manner, with the conjunction to gain no following name and form. Would there be an incoming year, and be manifested in the contention of old birth, death, and uprising of ill? There would not, Lord. Wherefore, Nada, just that is the cause of the basis, the genesis, the cause of conjunction, to wit, name and form. In so far, Nada, can only be born, or grow old, or die, or dissolve, or reappear. It is so far as there only any process of verbal expression. In so far there is only any process of explanation. In so far there is any process of manifestation. In so far is there any sphere of knowledge. In so far only why do we go round the round of life, up to appear amid the condition of this world in this as far as this, to wit, name and form together with conjunction.